Hello fellow gamers, my name is Brent Justice. Welcome back to my gaming channel Justice Gaming, and I am in Horizon Forbidden West. Continuing my playthrough today exactly from where I left off in the last video, because for me I am just continuing that same playthrough. In the last video we did the coal route, which was to basically get ether, and we ended up doing that. We fought Regala's forces, her machines. We fought a big snake thing that was spitting acid at us, and that wasn't fun. We won that. We got ether. We came to our base and delivered that to Gaia. Complete. Cradle also came and joined our team here at the base, and we've got a bigger base. But then we found out potentially Ulithia is contacting us. Now, is this a trap or is this real? We don't know. I'm about to head out with Varl and Aaron, and we are going to go see what this is all about. So let's play. It is the main quest right now, Cradle of Echoes. Gaia has picked up a distress signal, seemingly sent by Ulithia, another of her missing subordinate functions. With help from Aaron and Varl, Aloy must investigate. Now, I don't really want to do this right now. I really want to go back to other areas around the museum area and do a bunch of rebel outposts and do other things before jumping into another main quest. I would rather do all that stuff first, but I don't have an option. When I try to go out this door, I can't. I am stuck in here. It will not let me do anything else except this main quest. So I am stuck on a main quest called Cradle of Echoes at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's talk and begin.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Oh, now it lets me choose. I actually would like to do other things. Do what? Let's wait.
I need a little more time.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Let us know when you're ready.
I know what it means. It means just in here. I'm still not going to be able to do anything. Okay, no. Okay, I have to do this. Never mind.
Should we get going?
We're doing it. We have to. We don't have a choice. Let's get going.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
By the way, I had some skill points to spend, and I went ahead and spent them. And I'll show you where in a second. Oh, wow, we're climbing. We're going straight there, I guess.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Okay. Well, it looks like we're going right into combat, too. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's one of them. These are the Zeniths people.
What is that?
What the hell?
What? She did. Well, it's nice to know there is a weapon that can take their shields down. So their shields can be broken. They're not invulnerable. Man, she just took that spear.
See if there's anything over there.
She did not expect that she was going to get. She was vulnerable.
Check out the battlefield.
She's not used to being vulnerable. She's not used to being vulnerable at all, but boy did she find out.
Oh, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
There's one of their machines, too. Those are really advanced. This is the first time I've gotten a close look at one of their machines. These are really advanced machines here. Yeah, I wanted to get a good look at this. This is incredible. Oh, man. Well, Verbena, she's gone.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
Okay. Well, yeah, so let's talk about that real quick. So first of all, another Zenith. That's interesting. Where did she come from? Is she good? Is she bad? She was obviously fighting these people, and that weapon she was using was a one-shot kill kind of a deal. Very good weapon. Now, she had a shield and just thought she was just invulnerable. She was invulnerable to arrows and all of that. They had, I guess it's an EMP. I'm going to say it's an EMP. It seems like an EMP to me. And that took down her shield, right? That's interesting. So there is a way around their shields. There is a way to take that down and beat them. And then when she was vulnerable, she was like, she was so annoyed by it. Did you see that? She was so annoyed by it. She was like just not expecting it. And then she just didn't know how vulnerable she was. Her shield was really down, you know, and she just got stabbed. She didn't put up a fight. No fight. This shows that they rely 100% on their technology. They're not fighters. They're not warriors like the people here in this area. They don't fight like that. They're just... They rely on their technology instead of their fighting skills. I just want to see where I am on the map. Okay, I'm in a new area. Cradle of Echoes, investigate battlefield. SOS coordinates are over in this direction. So I just wanted to see where I was on the map, but I am in a new area.
I need a drink.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset.
Spectre.
I wonder what this asset is.
It's called a Spectre. Alright, Spectre unit. Orders received. Prime directive, assist recovery of the asset. Continue monitoring V. Sutter. Orders acknowledged. Status report sent to G. Bieri. Hostiles detected. Engaging targets. Danger system failure. Imminent. The assets. Could that be Ulithia they're talking about? Maybe this is not a trap. Maybe they are. Zenith people are also after Ulithia.
What a mess.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
Oh, sweet. Okay, what else do we have around here? Up there, I see.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Our weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. but I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
I want to wait for this weapon to cool off. I guess I need to check it again. Also, I forgot to tell you, I got some new skill points. I used some new skill points, so I've got Plant Forager, gather more resources from plants, and then carry more medicinal berries in your medicine pouch. I added those.
Going down!
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Aleuthyia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
I guess the weapon can't go do anything more with the weapon. It said I needed to wait till it cooled off before I can scan it, or check it out. I actually want to double check before I head in there. Let's check it out one more time, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Sounded like there was more info to learn from it if I just let it cool off. Okay, well, I had to check it.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Okay, I guess we're going down into this tunnel. SOS coordinates.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
Yeah,
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
they went right through the ground.
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Aleuthyia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
I don't see anything over there, any reason to go over there. Can go in there. Let's check around here.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
All of this under a mountain. Just under a mountain. Didn't know it was here. Didn't even see a door. Okay, storage units accessed. Data transfer initiated. Operation suspended. Fusion reactor on standby. Download initiated. Beamcast initiated. Destination redacted. Okay, anything else in this room? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a far zenith transmitter.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Man, their technology is way more advanced.
This was a far zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Aluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
There's a lot of mystery in this one. A lot of mystery.
So, exploring another far zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
This place is huge. Ooh. A purple thing. I'm just doing my normal, regular, explore everything routine. Where was the room I just came in at? Back here. Was there a door I needed to check going this way? No, there were stairs here. All kind of doors down below I want to look at. And there are doors everywhere in this place. I don't know where to go. Guess I'm gonna go in every room, I guess.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn Cradle facility.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
What
back.
were they for?
Check out the other doors down
Remember when
below.
I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the way I came in. I'm getting lost. It's a big place. This way. I want to see what all these doors down here lead to. They lead to good things. Lots of valuables, data pads. Okay, text mail, Songjio Corporation Minimal, Songjio. FC Research Facility priority shift. As you will be undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis for the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter, and on behalf of the new High Council, I commend you for all your efforts and the great strides made over the last several years. Yet as we mourn our founder, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities. Over the coming days, you will be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from our Tokyo and Lagos facilities, with new assignments to follow. In the meantime, all ectogenic chambers should be moved to storage. Refer to your leads with any questions. Do you think the asset is their founder? Like an actual person that was kept in an ectogenic chamber? Or maybe the DNA, maybe the clone, or a clone, or the ability to make a clone of their founder. Whoa. I might be onto something.
Find anything that might tell us what the...
Text log partial 2064 has seen a significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups and commercially available treatments like osmanthus rejuve gene require. As for Malik's team, the latest results from their neurophysiology experiments seem promising, and with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing in on functional first-generation implants. Meanwhile, our friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE. Mixed results, a couple of promising avenues, but anything bordering on real digital transcendence looks to be decades away. Wait a minute.
Asset is?
I don't think so.
New idea. Not a clone of him. He transferred his mind into a computer. Digital transference. He got transferry. Let me make sure I got all the rooms down here. It's easy to get lost in this place. Okay, I went in there. I can go up here. I can go in here.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So,
That's the upper room. I'm gonna go back
how is
just
Erend
double check.
taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus, it's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the dawn and said he needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Okay, that's all that down below. Can I go in here? No. Okay, this was this room. That was in there. Let's make sure I check everything around here. Okay, I did. Okay, then we're back to this room. Okay, there's a red door we can't get in. Ooh, there's a data pad. Don't want to miss that. 2065. Claire, wish you'd been on the call with me with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was ingenious. A bunch of our old tech collecting dust in storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge. Talk about a bargain. And the guy heading up the Ulithia subfunction, Patrick Brockard Klein, you could practically see sparks in his eyes when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chamber's design. It was like we were waving catnip in front of him. Anyway, they're requesting additional material on nutrition delivery. Higher-ups gave them the go-ahead, so send over everything we have. So they got the copy of Apollo by basically giving them the technology for the cradles, right? For the Ulithia, that project, that part of it. That's interesting. So that was the Zenith people that basically gave the Zero Dawn people the technology which helped them achieve that part of the whole plan. So without Zenith, without the Zenith people, Zero Dawn would have never been able to pull that part of it off. And it makes sense then that their founder found a way to extend his life as well. Either by cloning or DNA or frozen or transferring his mind into a computer so he could live forever. This must be the main door or something like that. This is the kind of exploration and discovery that I love in these Horizon games. Like, this kind of stuff is just spectacularly exciting. Two big doors.
The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
That is crazy. But I do wonder, why couldn't the Zenith people get in here? Why couldn't they get in here and do this? What stopped them, or I don't know. Okay, I guess I have no choice but to activate this. This goes way down.
Those
Big
look like
place.
ectogenic chambers. There must be hundreds of them.
Why would Far Zenith need so many?
236.
I found some data that said they planned to take them into space, but they shut the project down. And later they traded some with Zero Dawn for a copy of the Apollo database.
So these were extras.
Yeah, maybe.
I know what the code is. You know how I know? Remember in that message to Gaia, the SOS message, there was a number, and she could not find the significance of that number. This is the significance of that number. It's 237, right? I'm glad I remembered that. Maybe that's why the Zenith people couldn't get it. Okay, that's a person. Well, that is a person. But a who? What kind of person? Who is it? Oh, it's an Elizabeth Sobeck clone. Has to be, right?
Aloy. It's you.
Yeah.
Skin's like ice.
Okay, but I thought they already had one of her. They did have one. We saw it
Must have
earlier.
cut this
We
from
saw
her
her
hand.
earlier.
But why?
Spit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you.
Beta.
My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she was never on their side, obviously.
So she's
still alive.
Oh, she's alive.
We need to get her back to...
Of course.
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards
Oh
you.
no,
The
big
other
fight.
one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, but
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I don't want to fight one of those machines because they are ridiculous.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here.
How do I
Can't let
prepare?
it get through to Varl and the clone.
How do I prepare? Where did they go? Into that room that's locked? I don't know where they're going to come in at. I don't know where they're going to pop up at, so I don't know where to set traps. You know what I mean?
Here it comes!
Yep, that's where it's going to happen. Okay, and I scan it.
Got a piece of it. Ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weaknesses.
I'm stuck.
That thing's quick.
Okay, whoa, stuck again. Let's get out of this. It's coming at me, it's coming at me. Gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go, Oh, crap. It set traps. Whew.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Okay, it's good to know that they are defeatable. And I will tell you, my Valor really helped a lot there. I gotta remember to activate that, like, when it's, you know, when it's the right time, because that really does help. So I found that it was vulnerable to acid, so I used some acid on it. Used my advanced arrow, and, used my Valor, which worked out real well. Excellent. Now, where is Varl and Beta? Boy, do we have a lot to talk about there.
Go on, Aloy. Erend needs you.
I guess she's alive. I'm gonna have to help Erend defeat one as well. Is my Valor? My Valor can't be activated yet. I need my Valor to come back. There was another door up here that I wasn't able to get into. I wonder if I'll ever be able to. It was red, but I wonder if... Where was it? It was up in that room above. I want to go up there. Actually, I'm going to go up there.
Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Erend stays in cover.
I'm going to go back up into that room. See if that door is open yet. But it's good to know that I can defeat those specters. They're very tough, but I can. Yeah, this door here. See, it seems like eventually it will open, but I guess not right now. It won't. Yeah, man. Okay, so Beta. Is she the same one that we saw earlier with the Zeniths? If she is, she was helping them, but we of course knew that that was... I mean,
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
I theorized that perhaps she was being brainwashed to help them, or being used, obviously. And that is the case, so...
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend.
We'll talk about that. I want to talk a lot about it.
Erend, I'm here.
Watch out! That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on.
Oh, the weapon. The EMP weapon, right? Or, wait a minute, I see a heavy weapon. I see a heavy weapon right over there.
Heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre. Let's see what I can do with this. Shield down! It's on the move!
Darn, can't use my ability yet.
Hey, you want to fight the Vanguard? Yeah! Get the fumes in your eyes.
Ooh, that was a good hit.
Everyone down!
Dang, it pins you down and you can't move. Ow, man, it just gets you and you can't get up. Ooh, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Yeah, the heavy weapon helped, but it ran out of ammo real fast. Did you see that? Real fast.
Aloy, she's...
Yeah, she's me.
Well, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Yeah, they did seem rather strong. Where's the one I just defeated? I want to loot it. Nice. Yeah, these things are hard, absolutely, but they're not impossible. They're not impossible. But they are difficult. Okay. Wow. See, when I first saw these machines, way back when we did the very first mission very first quest where we found these things, and the Zenith people, it seemed impossible at the time, like, that we could never defeat them. But it's looking like there are ways. There are ways to beat them. Oh, that's a really advanced Zenith technology there. That's more than we have. That's got to be Zenith's owned technology against them, right? Oh, that's weird. That I got a cut load scene.
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze.
Automatically, I didn't even have a choice there.
Maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths.
That's crazy.
Check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
Well, I got a lot of people to talk to here.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta.
Well,
right?
this will be interesting.
My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
It's primitive? To her, that's primitive. So a neurological interface device.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
That makes
Yes,
sense.
for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
No.
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Okay, this is crazy. I need to have a thought here for a moment. We are learning a lot. This is good. It is confusing. I need a timeline of events, I guess, is what I need. Let's think this through. the Far Zenith people that left, it's on the Odyssey, right? They left on the Odyssey. Is that the Odyssey or is that a different one? No, I think it's the Odyssey. They left on their way to what? Alpha Centauri or Sirius or somewhere far out there, right? My question is, how did they, if it took so long, it took a long time to get there. They all would have aged, but I guess they could have still done that within their lifetime. And then they got there, and then they lived for hundreds of years on the planet, and somehow it's the same people. It's not descendants. And somehow they found a way to extend their life by pharmaceuticals, technology, and other means. There was a natural disaster on their planet, so they were only able to live there for a few hundred years. It's just amazing that they use, I guess that makes sense because the whole Zenith, what we learned with the, just now with the Ulithia place, Cradle place here, there was that they were looking at ways to extend their life. So maybe they just continued that. And then came back to Earth. But wouldn't that have taken a long time too? That would have taken... How long did it take to come back to Earth? It has to be... See, it seems because 1,000 years have passed since they left, so it has to be more than hundreds of years. There's an in-between time I'm missing there. That's what I'm confused on. There's like... You know, if they only survived on that settlement for 300 years, let's say, it didn't take them that long to travel back to Earth, because it didn't take them that long to travel there in the first place, so... There's a chunk of time that I can't comprehend at the moment. I need a timeline. Okay, anyway, it's the original people. Let's just go with that. That's what she said. That's what it is. The original people. Now, they said they made her on the way. Does that imply they had the DNA of Elizabeth Sobek on their journey as well? And then were able to create her on their way to Earth? And then obviously implanted her with the transmitter, brainwashed her, whatever, to use her. She is not a willing participant in this, or does not want the same thing that they want anyway. She's obviously participating, but not by choice. Now, we're going to learn about her escape, and I want to hear about that. The asset, she's obviously the asset they are after, again. And they obviously need her because they want to use the terraforming system to reshape Earth again so that they can inhabit it in their own image, basically. Because it is inhabited right now by all the other humans on Earth, and they want to wipe those people out, I guess, and then create their own society. Okay. My question, though, is about her escape, because could that also be a setup and a trap? Could she have been put in there knowing that we would find her and bring her back to the base so that they could track down Gaia? Because ultimately they need Gaia, right? They want to find this base, right? Therefore, why not set up a Trojan horse in a sense? Have us find her, bring her to the base, boom, they track her and they know she's here and they know where Gaia's at. That's me thinking that this may not be a good thing, or maybe she's still even if she's, you know, doesn't want to do this, she's still a willing participant, or not a willing, but she's a participant, but doesn't know that she's participating. Okay, let's go over all of these questions. I'm so curious on this storyline.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort?
Mm-hmm.
Who thinks like that?
They do.
Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do.
Uh-huh.
Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So the extinction signal was then sent because they were going to do it from a distance. Basically reset the Earth, the terraforming system, from a distance, but then it failed, right?
So you know about the extinction signal?
It had unknown side effects.
The only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise.
Things are coming together.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Gerard.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
Okay.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
So they do have a ship in orbit.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed.
Sirius system, that's what it
happened?
was.
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too.
Can't believe it's the same people.
How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Aletheia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Aletheia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Okay, she did one out, I guess. All right.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
Oh.
So it still exists.
It does exist. That's amazing.
And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...?
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone.
Wow.
I'm gonna die.
Hey. Calm down.
She sure does freak out a lot.
You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
I'm still not 100% that she is not a Trojan horse. Still not 100%.
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
She said you were.
Get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
She said you should have been further along, or she was hoping that we were further along, or we should have been further along by now, but we aren't. That's concerning. Like, I still think she's a Trojan horse. I'm holding that until I see proof of otherwise. I feel like we're going to be, like, they're tracking her to find Gaia. That would make sense.
The old ones fed off livestock.
Let's turn this into Gaia, and then we'll talk to everybody else.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment. I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
Wow, okay. How did he
He's
get...
not gonna cooperate with us.
How did he get Zenith technology?
Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon.
Recovered beta.
Another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
Nice, let me turn these other quests off.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
I want to go over whatever else she has to talk about.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's... not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology.
Odyssey,
As their
I was
goals
right.
Evolved over time.
That was the name of the ship.
So did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
Okay, I think that's everything.
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
Okay, that's everything with Gaia. Oh, it looks like we have a new quest marker over here. I'm gonna go talk to everybody out here. Yeah, I see a quest marker from Zoe. Interesting.
It's a little loud, Erend.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2 of me now.
There's 2 of you now. Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
Okay, I'm gonna go over all of these new options with him.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood. how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do. Sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful. You know?
It takes some time, but yeah. What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. That reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Okay, let's talk to Varl next.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
Okay, I gotta go over all of these questions.
So, training with Zoe, huh?
Yes, training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying
Kind of crazy to think about.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Not quite a real animal. I get it, though. Interesting little confusion there.
How's
Funny.
everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Erend to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see it like evolve over time and start looking different and updated and like more decoration. That'd be kind of cool.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
I want to go check out and see if I can talk to her again before I finish up here, but let's talk to Zoe. Gotta go to Katalo also.
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
Yeah, let's discuss it, because I do want to do whatever she's got for me, but I want to ask all these other questions too.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it,
Reboot code.
Reboot code.
Interesting.
If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
Now that I want to do.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
Oh boy.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then Use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
No.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
Well, that's another thing to do.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Lots of things to do now. Alright, so... New side quest.
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Take them all, thank you. I want to talk to Catalo. I need to find Catalo. Let me turn off this quest also. What is it, a side? Yeah. Do that later. I'm going to find Catalo and talk to Catalo.
Where'd Cradle go?
Yeah, where is Catalo? He was in this room. I guess I can't talk to him.
Pizza?
Okay.
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered.
I want to go back down and talk to,
I think it was just
Beta. See if she will talk to me again, or if I should just leave her alone.
I like it already.
There she is. Oddly standing there. Oh, she will talk to me.
Hey, me again.
Was there something else?
Oh, it's just all the stuff I've already talked about.
I'll be going.
Okay. Bye.
That was fast and pointless. She is apparently just going to live down here in the server room. Catalo is not here, though. He must be out doing something, following up on Hikaru or something. I don't know. But he's not in any of the rooms. Oh, I see something to talk to. Someone to talk to. Oh, here he is.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
Oh, they got...
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
Nice.
A useful war map.
We have a war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
Sort of.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe.
She's not a fighter. She's not really a fighter.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tanakh territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Says I can... I've already asked all of these things.
I need to go.
On your way, then.
Okay, so that's everything then. Wow. So much stuff. And so much to do. And look at our base growing. Isn't that cool? Want to get to a campfire so I can save. But I think this is not the door where the campfire is at.
There's the snow.
Is there a campfire nearby? There's this one over here. It's on the other side. Yeah, let's do a review here because I have a little bit to talk about. I've talked about a lot of it, but I got a little bit more.
Makeup, like the card check. Why? That beats me.
It probably meant
The
something.
door out of here is
As it does to my
this way. There we go. Saved my game for today. Okie dokie. Wow. What an epic adventure we are going on, I do have to say. Okay, the first thing I want to say, I was thinking about this. The Far Zenith people are the same people that were here 1,000 years ago. It's the exact same people. So that being the case, they really know their way around these facilities and this technology. All of the Zero Dawn era technology. I mean, the landscape has changed a lot because the terraforming system has changed it over and over and over again on Earth, so the landscape is very different around it all. So that will be new to them. But, and the climate changes and all that. But the actual, you know, things they're working with here will be like they were just here because it's the same stuff. They're the same people. I find that very threatening because we're trying to learn all this stuff, you know, with the focus and all this stuff. We're trying to learn this, but we don't really have education or schooling. We've never experienced the Apollo teaching stuff, so we don't have any of that past previous knowledge. But these guys, these Zenith people that are here, they do have all that knowledge and they know the whole history. And it's they know it all. So you put that, combine that with their advanced technology that they have now, 1,000 years more advanced in a way, hundreds of years at least. Very dangerous. The fact that they want to reboot Earth in a way to make it for them is really strange to me. Like, why? I mean, they must be real terrible people. Why? I mean, maybe they've just become corrupted by... Maybe they've become corrupted by their technology, and maybe, you know, they've lost their humanity. That's a theme we see in a lot of sci-fi. A person that takes on more technology and becomes more robotic, in a sense, and, you know, figuratively, but literally also, seems to lose their humanity over time. And perhaps that is what has happened to these Far Zenith people. They've lost their humanity along the way. And that's a lesson into becoming whatever they have become. But regardless, here we are. And here they are. And they've got a base on Earth. They got a ship in orbit. Their shields can be taken down with a very specialized weapon. Otherwise, they are invulnerable. And their machines, however, can also be taken down. They are definitely more tough and have way more interesting weapons. But they aren't invulnerable. So that's something. Yeah, what a great story, though. I really love this part of the game where you are learning so much about the past and the history, but yet it's way more advanced than what you have right now. like the past is more advanced than the current time. That's just so fascinating to me. So I love Horizon's storyline. In Zero Dawn and in Forbidden West, a lot of turns here. I still think Beta is a Trojan horse. I hope I'm wrong, but maybe she doesn't know it. You know, maybe they're tracking her because their ultimate goal would be to find and get Gaia. What a great ruse to have us bring her here so that they can find her. I'm actually surprised that we met up with her or got her into our base so quickly. I thought she would be somebody who would, like, you know, we would have to go free. We would have to, like, free her. Some big battle to free her. But the fact that she basically just escaped, that's why it's suspicious to me. The fact that she escaped and all we have is her word for it. They could have planted her in there on purpose. You know. They could have done that. So I'm cautious about Beta. I really am. Anyway, looking forward to seeing where all that goes. Really enjoying the game. The last video and this one went on a bit long, but there was a lot to do. I think in the next video I'm going to go back into this area and start doing many of the things that I had meant to do over here. For example, side quests. We have a ton of side quests to do. New side quest. Blood for Blood, the second verse. Need to Know. We got several new things to do. So there's also rebel outposts that I had found along the way and other stuff. So I'm gonna go do like all of those things that need to get done before I do any more main quests. So I know that I still have the main quest to go down here and get Poseidon, and then down here is somewhere is the mission or the quest to get Demeter. But before I go down and do those, I'm absolutely going to get everything explored and done in this area before I go down to the next one, which will probably be this next, which will be the Sea of Sands. That will be next, but first I want to get everything, and I mean everything, explored and done in this area here. I need to go check out what that Cauldron Gemini is also. But yeah, everything down in here before I go down in here. That's the plan. And I will begin in the next video doing all of those things. So, hope you all are enjoying this playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. I have been playing for like 4 hours now. So I think it's time that I take a break. 3 or 4 hours. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough today. Some major discoveries and exposition and a lot of really cool stuff. So thank you all for watching. Have a very blessed day and stay tuned for the next one.